What could the children be up to? Never mind. Let them do as they please. Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see. Overruled. Illusion shattered.
Strike a pose!
Tidal Light Blade! Shouldn't let your guard down.
Let my name echo in song!
Going somewhere?
There is no escape!
Transfixed.
Finally, No.
Illusion shattered!
No time to lose. Yeah. Yep. I could get used to this. Yeah!
Laid bare.
Torn to oblivion! There is no escape! Shine down!
This is where you fall.
The show begins!
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt. No time to lose.
Add astro... Thank you for Add astro...
Why do you lose?
Yeah. No time to lose. Yeah.
Satisfy my taste buds.
I'm sure the Kamisato clan will be fine. I shall protect the lady.
Perfect. It's you two. I have a commission here that has your names written all over it. In fact, I'd even go so far as to say you're the only ones for the job.
The only ones for the job? Huh. If our help is really that important, it's probably some Archon class commission, right?
The adventure, all it asks us to do is to find a missing person.
Huh? Then why did you say we...
I came across this commission while reviewing our backlog not too long ago. It seems simple, but our records indicate that over a dozen successive with the reputation of the Adventurers Guild and the performance of the Sumeru branch at stake, it's in our best interest to assign this commission to the adventurer with the highest completion rate over the past few years.
Well, that's us for sure.
All I'm asking is for you to give it your best shot. If it proves to be beyond your capabilities as well, I'll talk to the Commissioner about canceling the commission.
Okay, so who are we looking for? And what is it about this commission that's made it so hard to complete?
This commission was jointly issued by the residents of Vimara Village. They say one of their... But the problem is, they don't know the missing person's name. They can only provide an...
They're all from the same village, but they don't even know his name? If so many adventurers have failed to complete this commission, maybe this missing villager doesn't exist at all. Could it be some sort of a prank or something?
Unlikely. Several villagers came by to issue the commission. Besides, putting up a commission requires a processing fee. There aren't many upsides to a prank that costs Mora to carry out. In any case...
Alright then, let's go! Paimon's starting to get really curious about this whole thing. Nice and spicy! Motion to compel! Rapid the flame!
I got you covered!
Eat this!
This moment will be frozen in time.
Adventures, let's light it up! Come a little closer. Blitz. Try not to enjoy... Everybody stand back! Rain cutter!
You're toast! Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Let's light it up! I'm going in! Let's spark things up a little. Come a little closer. Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
Excuse me?
By royal decree, don't be scared!
Way ahead of you! By the sage's wisdom! behind you! Give me some space.
Hi! Write this on for size!
Oz, reveal thyself! Midnight Phantasmagoria!
Go get it, Gray! Stay put...
To Alakmont! Way ahead of you!
Come on, you coward!
Give me some space.
Gray, you're up!
Midnight Phantasmagoria!
Sages with...
Wings of darkness! Come, sever night from day!
Go protect us. La, 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 la.
Defract!
Come on, we can do it.
Scatter!
No! Let's dance. Huh, huh.
By royal decree!
As
Don't get too close!
Oz, reveal thy... Drop your weapons! Ah! You asked for it!
Here's backup!
Midnight Phantasmagoria! Ha! Huh. Shoot. Time to testify.
Supporting fire!
By royal final warning! Ah! Ready. Hunt them down. Hands where I can see them! Drop your weapons!
I got you covered!
Loaded. Ready. Where evil lurks, shoot on sight. Stop right there! Oz, reveal by...
Fire it up!
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Here's backup!
Into the shadows. Time to testify. Justice will prevail! Loaded. By royal decree, Midnight Phantasmagoria!
Don't get too close! I got you covered!
Into the shadows. Hunt them down. Wings of darkness, come! Final warning!
To Vamara Village! Why don't we talk to some of the villagers to learn a little bit more about the missing guy? If this commission is really as challenging as Catherine made it out to be, we're gonna need to carry out a...
Hello there. You looking to buy?
Oh, no, we're
Ah, so you hear about that? To be honest, we aren't holding out. We've pretty much had it up to here in questions.
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name?
I don't know. I really...
Okay, guess you're...
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound... I know it may seem like... We just don't know the specifics. Maybe we did. At least that's what everyone in the village...
All right. Specifics aside, then, what kind of person was he?
Young guy. In his early 20s, probably. Incredibly kind sort of person. Always willing to lend a helping hand. I'd chat with him when I didn't have any customers. I even saw him stick out his neck for others on...
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as down in...
But of course, there aren't many young people...
Could he have just...
No, he's...
Huh.
It's the guests, I hear.
Hi, Grandpa Amadea. We're here to help you look for the guy that's gone missing.
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our sake. That's so very kind of you. With your help, I trust that young man's case is in good hand.
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course. I'm happy to help any way I can. With my failing eyesight, I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance. But I don't think his parents are still living in the village. But somehow he never seemed lonely. In fact, he was usually the one offering companionship to others. He would often take time to visit the elderly or play with the orphans in the village. And whenever someone had something on their mind, he was there to listen with open... As the village chief, I owe him many...
Wow. He seems like such a nice and gentle person. No wonder his disappearance affected you all so much. But, you wouldn't happen to know any details about...
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just...
It's okay. Well, Traveler, what do you think? Paimon thinks so too. Like, the name thing. And nobody has been able to tell us anything about his family or where he lived? Wait, so you're saying it's not that he's been erased, necessarily, but more like he never existed to begin with? Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one. Someone who only exists in people's memories?
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right? You're here for the Vamara Village Commission?
Yep, sure are. We were just looking into...
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you haven't given up. My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vamara Village. Anyway, I just wanted to say...
Yeah, no need to worry. We'll give it our best shot. So, were you close to...
I'm not sure...
It's all thanks to Lesser Lord Kusanagi that I am sure to tell.
An impressive bounty. Overruled!
There is no escape!
Time to shine!
You're mine!
Shine down! Transfixed! Something with which to commemorate this occasion. Overruled.
Ah,
No time to lose.
Laid bare. Illusion shattered. Now you shall perish. Ah, something with which to commemorate this occasion. Witness my rise. Go on. Overruled.
Is this the place? Under this tree?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but this place is very meaningful to me. It's so full of memories. We used to always sit together under this tree and talk. Sometimes we would look up at the clouds in the sky or stop to feel the wind against our skin. We could sit there for hours at a time, never realizing how long it had been. I was actually adopted by the people of Vimar Village. The forest rangers found me in the woods as a child. I was surrounded by such good people, and growing up in the village was so lively. Still, there were times when I couldn't help but feel incredibly alone.
Alone?
How should I put it? When something's bothering you, or when you have good news to share, you always want to talk about it with somebody. But for the longest time, I didn't know who I could talk to, or if I should say anything at all. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I might want to confide in others, I don't want to become a burden. Really? You know exactly how I feel?
Aww.
Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, well, no matter what came my way, I knew I could always talk to him. He was so thoughtful and pure, and patient, too. Whenever I talked to him, he would always seem so interested, as if the things I was describing were just as important to him as they were to me. Ever since he disappeared, there's been so much I wanted to tell him. No, none of those things matters now. I just really want to see him again.
Wow. You two must have been really close. Did he ever tell you anything about himself?
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. He'd share a lot of his own wild ideas as well. Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents once. I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village or...
Still not much.
Look at me. The last time I talked this much and... come to think of it, time always passed by really slowly.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler? Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Doesn't it... The Abyss Order. Could they be the ones behind all of this? Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick, get ready to fight!
Late bear, there is no escape!
May I present? Let my name fill in some...
Couldn't let your guard down.
Illusion shattered! Transfixed! This is where you
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters to show up. If you hadn't been here, I'm not sure what I would have done.
It was no trouble.
Now that I think about it, the hilly trolls around Vimara village have been a lot more active lately. They seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight. Chief Amadea doesn't allow the children to play in the area around the village anymore.
Maybe the Abyss Order really is involved. Well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vimara village just in case. If the Abyss Order is plotting something that could spell trouble for the villagers. Wait a second. The person... It's Dainsleif!
Ah, it's you two.
Oh, a friend of yours? Well, I'll leave you all to it then. I should head back to the village and check up on Chief Amadea and the others anyway. Well, see you later.
Yep, see you later, Atosa! Why do you always have to pop up out of nowhere like that? Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
It's hardly personal, or intentional for that matter. As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're bound to cross paths.
Ah, so you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then. That would explain the monsters you were fighting just now.
Naturally. Hold on. Are you not here for the same purpose? The Abyss Order is...
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the Hilly Church?
As things stand, I highly doubt that is their primary motive.
Still, the Hilly Churl activity is causing a lot...
The best way to protect them is by figure... And you shall have them, don't worry. Ah. So that was the commission that brought you here to Vimara village. Someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. It appears all we have by way of clues is increased Hillychurl activity. And that is certainly not much to go off of.
Right! That mysterious voice he heard in his sister's memory. The one who called himself a sinner.
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed... I sense hesitation in your words. After all, you still haven't figured out the whole truth of what happened. There's still hope for the two of you to reconcile. Irreparable damage has not yet been done. The sinner you wish to know about, his situation is different. He and his fellow sinners have long betrayed me, and long betrayed their nation. His name is Vedrfolnir, the Visionary. I'm loath to admit it, but he is also my kin, my older brother.
Your brother?
There were 5 of them, the 5 sinners of Kanria. The wise Roptatir, the visionary Vedrfolnir, Gold Rhindaughter, the foul Sertologi, and Rehir of Solnari, Rerir. No matter how eroded my memory may become, I will never forget their names. One day, I shall have my vengeance.
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar. Rhindaughter is the one who created Albedo. Sertologi is Skirk's master. And the just learned about Dane's brother,
They were once people of great esteem in Canria, those who carried the hopes of the nation. They were the best of their peers, 6 of us, together. We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster, the ones to stop the Vinster King from continuing to rock the foundation of the world. Yet, deep within, the 5 of them craved something more. They could not resist the call of the Abyss, and divided among themselves a power that could destroy the world. So they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of world-shattering power. And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came Indeed, if they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they will also betray. Of course. As I said, I never intended to hide anything from you.
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate. It's been quite some time since the initial operation was launched. By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osial and make a god or something?
Indeed. However, it's obvious that was just some sort of technical experiment. The eye was integral to their plan, yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experimental phase and found some other way to keep moving forward. There are many signs pointing to that effect.
Then what should we do? It's not too late, is it?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate. From there, we'll be able to deduce the Abyss Order's true objective. Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to the ley lines in some way.
The ley lines?
Traveler, you were able to observe your siblings' memories last time, yes? I believe that was due to the fact that the ley lines in that area were unstable. My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area is usually followed by a series of issues with the ley lines.
Wait, then our commission here in Vimara Village. The person who seems to exist only in people's memories. Could it be connected?
It's certainly possible. I'll join your
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try invest... Oh, so tired. Paimon used way too much brain juice yesterday. It's all Dane's fault saying all that complicated stuff. Well, let's go find Dane. We've got a lot to do today.
This is such a great place for a vacation. Let me just take a few more days off.
Dane? Hello, Dane? Why are you just zoning out over here? Did something happen?
The missing person from your commission. Could you describe them to me?
Oh, young guy? Early 20s? Seriously, Dane, what's going on?
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that weren't memories of him.
Maybe we just...
No, it wasn't a dream. They're memories. Memories that suddenly appear, and I'm certain I've never met this person before. I remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
What? Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the...
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the ability to
Wait then. But why would he do something like...
whatever the abyss...
What sort of
that their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first... I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps your concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the abyss or... However, considering their single-minded pursuit of the eye, I would say an equal level of caution is in order. Come with me.
Oh, so you're going to...
Of course.
So you hid it way out here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for sure. Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Hey, wait up!
There is no escape!
Tidal wave! You can run, but you...
Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered! There is no escape!
It appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
Shower me with praise!
Laid bare. Witness my rise. Transfix.
Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion!
Let the world collide!
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism. Ah, the door's open. Let's go. Our destination is just up ahead.
Looks like we can't go any further.
Be on your guard. I sense the presence of the Abyss.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here! The show begins!
Laid bare.
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Stone cold sorcery!
Transfixed.
May I
Everlasting as the moon. Overruled.
Desolation! Conquers all! Freeze and devour!
Shine down!
Tidal wave.
Transfixed.
Just as I suspected. The false memories. Now that they're in the vicinity, we should have a chance to see.
Dane? What's wrong?
Can you feel that? There's been a disturbance in the ley lines. It must.
Wow, you must be really sensitive to that sort of...
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place. The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara Village, I suspect you might finally have the opportunity to locate the missing villager. Just think of it as a way to divide and conquer. I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
You risked your safety and that of the Eye? That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone. I know you must have a lot to say, but if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
The Abyss Order's on the move. The ley lines are all out of whack. We better hurry back to Vimara Village and see what's going on. Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago? Why are they so...
In the New World, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, such was the
did you hear that? What was that sound just now? It sounded so gentle. Could that voice be comforting the hilly trails in some way? Oh, this is weird. Let's check if this is happening anywhere else. Looks like the same thing is happening over here.
You see, we're both. We've reclaimed. Release your.
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, he whispered, "Sleep well. When you awake, that which differentiates us shall be."
It almost sounds like a poem or... Well, now that let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find the missing villager, so we should head back to Order seems to be up to something nearby.
The Abyss Order? This is the first I'm hearing of. Thank you for your concern. But as far as I'm aware, it's been...
Well, that's good. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across...
Someone's gone missing, you say? Who would that be?
Huh? Well, you know, that's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually.
Ah, I do apologize, you two. I hope I'm not... At least right now, I can't...
But how is that? Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Amadea about the missing villager. There's no way he could have forgotten now. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again? You're right. We should narrow down the possibilities first.
Someone's gone missing? Who?
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of... He's around 20...
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Really? You
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. Then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But, yeah, I just saw him leave the village.
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him. And apparently he... Do you think maybe...
If we really did travel... Time travel is extreme. If this person only...
Right! Paimon totally forgot about the ley line disturbances. We're in just like how you entered. That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went right. If he's but didn't Bayron just say... Who knows how long this ley line disturbed... Good idea! We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to... Right! That! Like, does it maybe...
All the memories... No. All the memories... If time was a... There's a maybe not.
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit! That's the tell of the implanted. If the memories, like, there could be over... That's why he makes...
Dainsliff had No, that doesn't seem right. I need to think about this some more. We thought Chief... No. The color of...
Oh, right!
Oh, come to think of it, every time we talked, time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the...
Yep, that has to be it! This is definitely Atos's memory. Yeah, that...
So, you see, Granny Jahiat was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. do you maybe have anything you want to share? It's okay if you don't. You could also just talk.
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young woman. You'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
Oh, right. This version of Atosa hasn't met us yet.
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me. So, I should see what they need. I'm sorry, Atosa. We'll have to continue this conversation.
Another time, huh? Yeah, okay. I'll head back to the village then.
It's nice to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
Born into You're Kari Bear Alberik.
Oh. You know me? That's quite the surprise. I don't believe I've met you before. Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? Your sibling's memory. You saw the me from back then. This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her. But I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come, let's find somewhere else to talk. I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this, and now, the time has finally arrived. Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. And a degree of abyssal power that defies comprehension. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the loom of fate. But, despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the loom of fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction. In truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion. The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the loom of fate. As for your question, the loom of fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines. In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But, as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own. Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories. But it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world. Yes, I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation. After all, its existence cost me my life. Ah, that. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone in the village, but for you as well. I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world. As if I had a chance at life. I know what you must be thinking. Why would I do something so meaningless? But I just couldn't accept it. I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. What other people would think of me. Chief Ahmadiyya, Baram, Granny Jahiyat, Atosa. What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village. I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life. Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. one memory at a time. I know it sounds stupid. After all, my life ended a long time ago. Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness. Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. An imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up. I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise. I know. Captain Dainsleif. Twilight Sword, you mean? Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this can only mean one thing. The Loom of Fate has already been completed. No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning. Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he? His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye in order to have the chance to confront the princess. He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. A very thorough plan. That's right, because in his mind, he had given it to you already. Before you two entered that false location.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary, and took that memory to be real. I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do that, we had to retrieve the eye. I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but I truly have no idea what the princess is planning. Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist. In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture. In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate, and my goal, at least, has been achieved. You remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic. I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory. After he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form, I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish. To comfort me, my father told me a story, that this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster. That story managed to dispel my fears, even if just for a moment. My goal was simple: to use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form, when its ability to implant a specific memory into the minds of the hilichurls. In that memory, I would tell them a story, just like my father did for me. It was a story. can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, all that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the loom of fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. My goal was the one thing that allowed me to hold on all this time. But now, the bedtime story is finished. And it's finally time to rest.
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time. Kari Bear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too. Well, how about a conversation? The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree? That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean. I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years. The Loom of Fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time. Before the heavenly principles awaken. Yes, for 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria. There's been no sign of activity. Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne. Such a flagrant, however. The heavenly principles will awaken. You could say that. Just look at Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves, even as a hilly churl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his... He brought comfort, so ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to... Of course, that's... Ether?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you, but for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now. There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together, you told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me, well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean...
I miss you too, Ether. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes, let alone my own brother.
What's going on?
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our inability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Kari Bear gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here. Everything in space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?
Still so sleepy. Paimon's head feels all fuzzy. Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday. Oh, and Dane came by just now. It looked like he was injured. He didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were all right and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but that's Dane for ya. Let's think for a second. We were in that memory, and we saw that guy you called Kari Bear. He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't remember what happened. Wait, really? What a score! Well, what happened after that?
Ah, there you are. Sleep well?
Bayram? You sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. It's just that, well, so there we were. Sir, according to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree outside. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came, and after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Kind of strange. Oh, and we also remembered his name, Kari Bear. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner. Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is.
Seems like everyone thinks Kari Bear Paimon wondered... Paimon didn't see...
Oh, it's you two. I was part of the search party, so I remember what happened to Kari Bear. Honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important. It's funny, but I have this feeling he told me the same thing. I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. I'm just happy I got to meet him. Okay, I'll admit. I'm just putting on a brave face. I was dumped, wasn't I? Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye? You don't need to comfort me. I'll be okay. It's just like Kari Bear said. It's the things we overcome that... And you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll come back and see me one day. Anyway, thanks for all your hard work, you two.
Well, that should be it. Oh, right. Weren't you about... A picture? Where'd that come from? Let Paimon see.
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging. Illusion shattered!
Sure, I'll play you another tune, but it'll cost you an apple.
The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me.
This is where you fight.
Laid bare.
That's the way. Aha! Coming at you. Hiya! I guess I'm going
Overruled. Inazuma shines eternal. Shine down. Transfixed. This is where you fall. There is no escape.
fire!
Laid bare. Torn to oblivion.
The show begins!
Something with which to commemorate this occasion.
What could the children be up to? Never mind. Let them do as they please.
Overruled. The show begins. How brilliant!
What could the children be up to? Never mind. Let them do as they please.
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Let it be known that divinity is mine! Churn!
Useless! Inazuma shines eternal!
Let the world collide!
Insignificant past! Disappear!
Absurd!
Silence! At my command, you shall fall!
Torn to oblivion!
I am the all-knowing God! Burn to oblivion!
Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish!
Kneel!
There is no escape!
Strike a pose!
Allow me to intervene.
Stop that!
Reality is pain!
Ow!
Good riddance, cruel world!
May I present?
Illusion shattered! There is no escape!
That's it? Your new god awakens! Godhood is mine now, Beelzebub.
From the world.
Godhood is mine now, Beelzebub. Tremble!
Oh, brilliant!
I can't lose it all again.
Strike a pose!
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see. What could the children be up to? Never mind. Let them do as they please. Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my undivided attention. What could the children be up to? Never mind. Let them do as they please.
The mortal plane. A fleeting dream.
Sorry, sir. Were you looking for me? Hello, hello. I'm Sethos. What can I do for you? Actually, you know what? This seems like more of a sit-down conversation. Come with me. I know a good place. If you're all... Do you hear that? There? No. Have you... Good... It's... The deserts are... Smite. When you approach something, you got... If you're ever traveling in the desert, journeying by night is a good choice. I get bored when I'm inside for too long. I always like exploring the great...
Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my undivided attention.
Cool. You're the boss. If you're... Way ahead! Give me some space.
Try! Fry!
Behind you! Way ahead of you!
Fry!
Give me some space.
Fry!
Excuse me?
Fry!
Way ahead of you!
Fry!
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Excuse me? Way ahead of you! Give me some space.
I got careless.
Way ahead of you!
Another test subject.
You're all Excuse me?
That's all for size. That tingle?
The show begins!
Transfixed! Give me some space.
That tingle? Such a pain. That tingle?
Right.
Excuse me? Behind you!
Shower me with praise!
Laid bare. Everlasting as the moon.
Way ahead of you! Behind you! Give me some space.
Transfixed.
Shouldn't let your guard down. Way ahead! space. Excuse me?
Be my fate.
Laid bare. Tidal wave.
Give me some space. Behind you! Behind you! The sun sets forever.
The show begins!
Transfixed. The hearth. Now it's extinguished.
How brilliant!
Riptide. No time to lose. I'm quite impressed.
Yoo-hoo! Let the world collide!